All right, all right, all right. Welcome to GUFON tonight. I'm your host, Rich Giordano. It is April 8th. It's a Tuesday, my peeps. and Tuesday, April 7th, 2025. We are halfway to 50. My peeps. Halfway to 100 then. We're almost there. If I could live 75 more years, I would be 132. Yep. I would like to see the year 2100. I tell you what I'd like to see. Tomorrow. Welcome to the show. Oh, let me fix the clock. It's off its access points there from Antarctica being... Whoa! I tell you, they just... Holy sack of suds. Where is it? There it is. Get over here, you prick. How did I do this? Welcome to the show. What is going on? Oh, the wire's throwing it off. Okay, I see. There we go. Oh! What happened? What's this? It's upside down. What did I do? I flipped the polarization. Ah, now the clock's off. What did I do? I didn't do anything. Well, no clock for tonight. I'm not setting it now. All right. So, yeah, maybe when a video is playing, I'll do it. I appreciate you guys hanging out in the middle of the week. After tonight's show, we got an RSA show. We're doing 9, maybe 10. I might change it, but probably 9. So we'll be out of here by 8:30. And tonight I do want to just touch brief. Now I'm going to make a video on this. Probably tonight. It'll be out tomorrow morning, where I'm going to prove without a shadow of a doubt, and I hope I can find my videos very quickly. They should be easy. I think one of them is tape 2. It's like the second tape I've ever used. I think it was from like July of 2004. I'm noticing that my videos are starting to degrade in quality now, over 20 years old. Some of them. Going from the most driest place to one of the most humid places on Earth. And I think it messed with the tapes a little bit. They have degraded. They used to look semi-clear. Now they look horrible. Just like, yeah, and I know that's what happens with tape. That's what happens with movie film. It doesn't last forever. Sad. Unless it's stored in the most perfect environment. I don't think any of us has that kind of operation or needs it. Anyway, but I do want to talk about the not the whole show, but these balloon things. I can't let them get away with it. This is one of the things I will not let get away from me. So tonight we're going to start the process of elimination. I don't even know what that means. So we'll talk about it. I think it's the most, and I'm letting everybody know who wants to listen, because nobody is saying these are balloons. Nobody. I haven't seen it. If you've seen a video or somebody that we know saying these are balloons, you know why they don't know? Because they didn't put the research in. They don't have the skywatching experience to know when you see something like that it is a balloon or a series of balloons and they're diminishing in their shape. They don't last forever either. You know, the helium does kind of fizzle out after a few hours and maybe days, depending. Yeah, depending on how quickly. It depends on the weather. It depends on a lot of things, mainly weather. Yeah. So I have to do what I do and say more shit tonight about it. I know I did last night, but that was at the end of the show. Today I want to just start it off, and then after 10 minutes, it's over. All right. Okay? I have to do what I have to do. Third Phase of Moon put a video out, about 12 hours ago. They put them out like 3 in the morning, Eastern time. But I think it's 5 hours they're behind me. So anyway, we'll look at that too. And we'll look at other videos from the Skywatcher event where people claim there were over 100 UFOs seen. And they say, yeah, the grand finale was something to watch. So we got that. And more Rose Cuckold talking about that big UFO under a building. People are questioning whether that's a legitimate thing. We'll go back 3 years and hear from John Ramirez, one of the CIA's most coveted UFO guys, who I think is the biggest POS ever to exist in this field, alongside some of the other worst. We've got a few UFO videos, of course, and a brand new tic tac shaped UFO, which was one of 4 objects observed by a crew on board the USS Jackson in 2023. What's his name? Jeremy Corbell and George Knapp talked about it on their show. So we have a clip of that video as well. So hang tight, my peeps. We got a lot of show to do tonight. Buckle it in and do something, whatever. I'm just trying to have a flow to this. Let's do a little bit of roll call and see who's here. FAP, good to see you. My man, missed you a few weeks there. Good to see you. Who's this? Gianetti Angel. Welcome, Gianetti. You could be like the angel of GUFON or something. Well, welcome to the show. Gianetti. Oh, Jeanette. Oh, I didn't even put 2 and 2 together. Hey, Jeanette, the angel of GUFON. Moonhawk, thanks for last night, right at the end of the show. I hope you got my email. Mucho gusto. Thank you. Yeah, he sent a PayPal. Didn't see it because it was like at the end of the show. Well, almost, like 10 minutes to go. I didn't see it. Actually, I didn't see any come in through PayPal. There were just, 2. But, it was like no notification came in. I hear it. I heard something happen now, but that's not that. So thank you very much, Moonhawk. Helicity, and welcome to the show. Welcome to the show, Helicity. There he is, Glenn Collins. How you doing, GC? Good to see you. Welcome to the show. Donnie Creel. Thank you. Hey, Donnie, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Welcome back. Welcome to the show. Donnie Creel. No, I can't. I love the voice. I don't have a deep voice tonight. Hold on. I don't know. I don't even know what voice you have, but your name is the voice. I was telling my friend, I want to change my name. I told him Dark Hour last night. I go, this guy, Donnie Creel's that's the best name. He goes, that is a good name. He says, I'm taking it. I said, no, you won't. So we're going to have a golf off this week on the mini golf virtual reality. We're going to be doing tournaments. Oh, I'm not kidding. We've been playing for a year. He thinks we could beat people. I say I'm not good. He's a little better than me, probably like 20% better. He usually beats me 8 out of 10 times, maybe 8.5, right? But it's always competitive. Like I'll have a lead, then I have one hole where I'll have an 8 and he'll have a 1, and I'm like, damn it, that's where I lost. It goes like that. So, it's fun. It's fun, and it's a nice way to get it out of my system. We play in the wee hours of the morning, so Yeah, it's fun. And we do a lot of research at the same time. Stacey Hale, what do you say? How are you? Welcome to the show. Country Girl, welcome back. Good to see everybody. Good to see you. Orange Crush, OC. Hey, thank you. Yeah, man. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. And I am, believe it or not, even though, I'm in Whoa. Florida. Did you hear what I just said? I almost said I'm in California. I'm not even going to tell you. No, I like Denver. I like the Denver Broncos. I always been a Broncos fan, even though I don't want them to win when they play my team. I want them to win on the other days. Anyway, welcome. I just wanted to share that. Hey, David Wilcox, not Wilcox. Welcome to the show. Good to see you, man. Hope you're all right. Hey, Leah. It's Aaliyah, everybody. Welcome to the show. All right. If I didn't say your name, Tom, how you doing? Good to see you. Cindy Krause, Burning the Veil with Anjali. And, excuse me. If I didn't say your name, it doesn't mean I don't love you. We just got a lot of show to do. Brookers, UFO 91, Sky Allen, everybody. Welcome, welcome. And let's get going. FGraph 72, how are you? Good to see you back, everybody. All right. Hellfire Studios, my man. Hey, I watched one of your Saturdays. That was cool. That is a good game, bro. I made a comment and stuff. Yeah, thanks for sending the invite. I made one, finally. I told you if I'm around, I'll do it. I think it's cool, though. Yeah, I'm going to have to check out some others that you've done. I'm a weird person. I'm one of those people. Maybe I'm not so weird, but I like watching people play video games. To me, it's exciting. I don't know why. But I was one of those people, when I got my Atari, I was okay to let other people play. Let me play now. I'm like, go ahead. I'd like to see how you do. It's just, to me, I don't care. But a lot of people are like, I don't want to play. I like watching. Shall we move on to the show? Now, I am going to start off a little differently tonight. Kind of switch the show in reverse because I want to talk about this now, get it over with for the first 15 minutes and move on. Because last night I did spend the last 10, 15 minutes of the show swearing at the screen, yelling hateful stuff, which I mean, I still feel that way. But let's hear what other folks are saying, especially the Cousins brothers, because they get hundreds of thousands of views on these videos when they hit the algorithm just right. And I want to see what they say. I didn't watch it yet. I saw the link. Oh, wait, don't I? Where is it, by the way? I thought I had it right here. So I saw the link come in when they put it up. And I am going to, I'm sorry, I'm just looking at stuff here while I'm bringing this up. I almost picked my nose by accident. Where is their video? It doesn't matter. I'll find it. But how weird is this? I know for a fact I took the link, got the video set up, and let me see if I'm that. Yep, there it is. I already had it up. Oh, Richie. I went out of my norm. So, I have a pattern of doing things. And when I go out of that pattern, that's what happens. Confusion. All right. So they also have a video of a Tic Tac that was allegedly seen. God, I can't believe this is happening. This has just gotten so bad for ufology. No. Hold on. And I want to say this. Somebody has to say something. Somebody has to. Because let me tell you, nobody is. Nobody is saying these are balloons at all. They're saying, well, but no, if 3 different cameras at locations, it can't be. Like, they think there's only one style of balloon that can only be in one part of the world, I guess. They make Hanes underwear all worldwide. You're going to see somebody wearing Hanes underwear outside of yourself. This is not out of the norm. This is not something that we need to be talking about in ufology. But the reason we're talking about it tonight, because of the irresponsibility, the presentation that I saw from that Skywatcher event sent shivers through my spine that I haven't felt since Tom DeLonge was named UFO Researcher of the Year. I will not be quiet, and I will not take this lightly. And somebody has to say something, and I'm being that guy. Because I know, not only I know, I have evidence disproving everything they're showing.
Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon. Blake Cousins, we've got the report for you tonight. Jake Barber, the Psionics Skywatcher team has dropped new video.
David Wilcox, thank you.
On the internet, we're looking at it right now. People are saying that this is the Tic Tac. Jake Barber and his crew members are saying they captured
I haven't watched this
extraordinary on camera practicing
oh my
the
God,
psionic
dude. Look at the, oh my God.
Summoning. The CE5 basically is what I would want to call it. Dr. Guerrero's CE5. But we're looking at some videos. We want to get your thoughts tonight with regards to this drop. We're going to listen to some of what this.
I can't believe this is even, something that we're talking about. I just can't. I guys, I'm sorry if I'm pausing it already. I have to let you know how important this really is. Yeah, Rich, we know, we get it. You're mad. Play the video.
Skywatcher team.
Hey, David, thank you for the 20 on PayPal. Thank you for that. Generous support. As always, you're a continuing supporter of GUFON. Appreciate it. David Wilcox, not Wilcox.
Put out
thanks
with regards to their captures. And I don't know. We're opening it up. We've got a lot of UFOs, so buckle up. Brett, your first thoughts? Yeah, we're looking at this. It's coming in fast, and everybody's going to have a lot of speculation on this. This allegedly is Barber's statement of the visual, what we're looking at there, the Tic Tac. I'm not sure if it looks exactly like that. It did this strange bobbing, and just it came to a kind of a...
Guys, that is so balloon. So balloon? That is a balloon, without a doubt.
Neat standstill. And then we're looking at a really good...
And this here, these are balloons tied together, spinning and undulating, and it's called... What is it? When they bounce off, it's energy. They're push and pull energy when they're tied together.
Footage tonight that just dropped on the internet.
God,
that we're just getting started with Barber stuff. In your opinion, do you believe this is a Tic Tac, as Jake describes, or possibly Mylar balloons? I'm not exactly sure. They're putting.
You are sure. Bro. Just say it.
Listen to what Skywatchers say here.
It's probably 4,000 feet above us, about maybe 1 kilometer out.
You can't tell!
Above the ground, and it looked like 8 meters total in distance from top to bottom. The top looked like a mushroom, like a big jellyfish. It was very, very, very bright white and
all right, so the jellyfish UFO, apparently they're capturing it on camera here.
I've seen some the last couple of days through a sensor. So I'd seen them before, so it wasn't like shocking, but it was, kind of taken back to be like, oh wow, really am seeing one, with my actual visual eyes, right here, right above me at 4,000 feet.
Taken aback, not
like
taken
a jumper
back.
Under canopy at 4,000 feet, which is the same distance when they pull. So that part is crazy. Then I knew, like, I'm not seeing stuff.
Wow, it almost looks like it has. Is that a balloon or? I don't know.
I'm keeping quiet.
A weather balloon, possibly.
A weather balloon, maybe. Yeah, maybe it is a weather balloon.
they're capturing something.
It
They're
could
calling it the
be.
Jellyfish. Guys, I want to get...
You know what? A weather balloon makes some really good sense. But not a UFO, not a jellyfish. Unless we see a jellyfish balloon UFO maneuver by making right-angled turns, changing its shape by literally changing its shape, not spinning in a different perspective, then we could finally start saying we've got something. But all we have are drifting, shiny, reflective objects that, the old thing where, if it looks like a duck, it acts like a duck. Yeah, same thing.
Get your thoughts here.
I can't see anybody else thinking anything. My brain doesn't understand how you don't see it as a balloon. That's why I'm so angry.
They're doing
It's
good
how
work.
do you
They're
not
trying
know?
their best, but is this a smoking gun?
It's not the jellyfish you've seen on TV. It's a different jellyfish. We think the
When it comes to Jeremy Corbell's, that's unique. That is not this. They are telling us it's the same thing, but it is not. Jeremy Corbell's doesn't swing its arms, doesn't undulate, doesn't even reflect the light, the sun. Look,
TV, it's a different jellyfish.
it's stiff as a board. That to me is cyborgish. Not these dancing, flopping, spinning, turning balloons. Sorry.
Also, sometimes looks
It's 100
we're just looking at this,
80
guys.
degree
We get a lot of
different
videos, tens
difference
of thousands. This is
than Jeremy
resembling
Corbell's.
kind of a balloon with a tether on it. I don't know. Is this the big
It
Jake
seems to
Barber
undulate
drop that
as
we're
it
hoping
moves.
for? Guys,
We
just
have
listen up
seen
a
these
little bit more
take
here.
direct flight paths. Even yesterday, for the first time, we had two in formation. We've never seen that before. We chased down one of those two.
Oh, Anjali,
and
wow.
it deviated its
I'll show
flight
that
path
in a
as we
second.
approximated,
Holy
and then
mackerel.
it elevated directly straight up, as in
Anjali just sent me something that I had to interrupt for a second. It's really, I just saw the opening page, the landing page, and I'm like, okay, you got to see this in a second. But this is where the guy says, now during the event, we saw and followed one of these, and it changed direction. Guess what? They don't have it on video. The best part is they saw it. So if they report it, it must be true. I imagine what it would be like to be a hoaxer. Okay, it's not hard. And exactly what he said is the same thing a liar would say. Exact same thing. It is amazing to me. I think they know it's balloons. I really do. I think maybe this guy doesn't know, but I think they know. And I think it's close enough for them anyway, not for me, to the Jeremy Corbell jellyfish that they are using that as a platform to call these the jellyfish. And it is not even close. It's not even in the same category. I don't see how it is. What, has a big head? That straight thing coming down the middle, okay? It's part of a train of balloons that was probably there. Maybe they still are. They just lost all of their helium and they're flat and just, pressed up against the friggin' thing hanging. I don't know. Or they're gone. Or they unraveled because somebody actually ties those things to a tether. If you ever seen how a balloon arch is made, it'll all unravel with just one pull of one of those balloons. Once one comes undone, I don't know why, they will all come undone. It's weird. It's the way it's intertwined. It's the only way to keep the balloons close together and look like, they're together. So when they unravel, the only thing that's left is the thing you see, the train hanging down from the big old bubbles bulbous head bubbles. Bulbous head. This guy just found out that he and the guys followed one of these and it changed direction. Look how excited he is. But they didn't get that on video. Out of everything they saw, because none of them change direction. They all go in a straight line with the wind, right? They're not doing anything magical. But the time he saw it without the camera, it turned and it stopped even. Yeah, that's what liars say because they don't have it on camera. So of course they didn't get it. But believe me, if we would have gotten it, that's what it would have looked like. Made a right angle turn and went straight up. And that's where we left off.
Directly vertical. So the Class 7 is very hard to
So we're looking at this evidence coming in from the Skywatcher group. Guys, are you guys impressed?
And also the Class 8 at distance.
I'm still saying they're giving it a good shot. They got some good equipment. If you're out there long enough, you're going to be capturing anomalies every single day.
There aren't a lot of exotic colors. There is
what we're looking for. I think they should just kind of hold off on some of this evidence until they got something really good. This brings up a video that was shared with us right here at Third Phase Moon that we think is a very super clear video of what's going on. We're going to bring that up in the timeline tonight.
In IR, they're very
I want to get your thoughts on this. Are we looking at something ET in nature? Is this some crazy meta propulsion going on here?
Yeah, that's a big question. Everybody's going to be talking about.
Yeah, the meta propulsion of wind.
Skywatcher. Jake Barber, he's got his channel. It's up. Skywatcher Technology Corporation.
Okay. I wanted to get Jake Barber's, I don't know if this is it. We'll come back to that. All right.
I'd suggest everybody take a look at that and make your opinion. We're just here sharing it as it comes in. And here we go. The Tic Tac footage, as Jake describes,
God,
that they just dropped today.
My God.
News Nation.
I'm
Russ
so
was
sorry.
talking about
No, I'm
this.
not. I mean, this is. I'm sorry you have to see
Everybody's
this.
kind of prepared. April 7th, and they said this was going to be the big drop of a new UFO footage, and it definitely that's what it is. It's
I told you they're going to show us something we could easily debunk. This is embarrassing. I don't know what else to say. The Cousins brothers, they always play it safe by saying the niceties and not being rude. I'll be rude. I'll be disrespectful and call these people idiosos, stupids. They're just not educated. That's what it is. They're that far away from learning all this stuff. The problem is they're not Skywatchers. They went out on a weekend for an event. They don't know what is this and what is that. They don't know why things fade in and out. They don't know why something would flash. They don't know why things just go back from where they came from. How did that happen? But we've got a problem in ufology, and we know that. We have and always will have an uphill battle for the truth, and this isn't helping. This was, like Blake said, maybe they should have held on to it and showed us something better. I think they were just excited to get something, and that something is a big mistake. Yeah, they jumped the gun. And they're acting like this is something like almost biological in nature. It is so far from the Jeremy Corbell jellyfish. It looks nothing the same.
Unidentified. We don't know what we're looking at.
And the Tic Tac looks nothing like a Tic Tac. We've never seen a video, an alleged video of a Tic Tac flip and rotate and kind of bend and look like a worm in the sky. That's never happened. It's just because they're always airplanes and they're a little out of focus and the sun is setting and it hits the bright paint and it comes back to people who are a little bit out of focus. You don't see the wings, you just see the brightness of the shell, the fuselage, or whatever the hell. And they think it's Tic Tac. And then, oh, there's a flashing light next to it. Yeah, that's the wing that's a little bit out of focus, but you can't see it because of the way the technology works with the background, how far it is in the camera and all that other stuff. And it's digital. Anyway, back to the video.
There are some kind of aspects about it that definitely make you wonder, what is that up in the sky? So there's still questions about this, but we've seen these submissions to third phase of the moon probably tens of thousands of times, and this kind of proves that the phenomenon is real.
Yeah.
You mean the balloon phenomenon? Come on, man. This doesn't prove the phenomenon's real. This proves balloons are still being misidentified as UFOs. That's the answer. Stop selling and tell the truth for once. It's okay to be truthful. You're not going to piss your fans off by saying that stuff. They might actually believe you. Well, I know they're not promoting it as legitimate UFOs. They did put the doubt into it. But let's not play this game where, oh, I don't want to say it because people will be mad at me if I say it's a balloon. Or if I even angle towards balloon more than anything. Because this is a hot topic right now and it's very popular. Who cares? It's about the truth, not about, oh, I don't want to make people upset. Come on, man. What happened?
And a lot of this stuff, I think we would pass on posting it up on third phase, but coming in from these military.
And they're from military. I mean, you guys, third phase, you would have never posted this 2 years ago. I mean, you know, you would have a different narrative. I guarantee it, you would have said something a little bit more towards the line, and this looks like balloons. We know balloons. You even said we get tens of thousands. We've seen this before, and you didn't post it. So say that. Say they shouldn't have posted. Well, I guess you did. You said they should have waited. I don't know. I'm just looking for shit, I guess. I'm just mad. I'm mad at everybody. Nah, you guys are all right. It's just, I don't want you to don't worry about making anybody upset. People already have their ideas of us anyway. Of all of us. Who cares, right? That's why I don't care what anybody thinks. I can't please everybody, and I know I'm not everybody's cup of tea. But these UFOs need to be talked about because they're not UFOs, and we need to point everybody out who's making a mistake. Anybody who's supporting this, even if it's the other, if it was me and I said something stupid, I would hope they would do the same thing. You know, we gotta watch each other. We want people to love us, but for the right reasons.
People that are trying to capture the phenomenon with the equipment, using the psionics, CE5, whatever you call it. Well, there's something to it. Like I said, they're going to be out there. They're going to capture something. Again.
All right. I've been talking about this for a while. Wait, what's this? Like, there's got to be more to be said. Oh my God. God almighty. I can't tell you how many times I have that on video. I've seen Jeff Willis has this stuff on video. He won't post it. It's the white lady. Look at
That's
it.
some impressive footage. This is what Jake Barber put out. Again, I think the detail what Third Phase Moon brought to the table.
And let's get something straight. Jake Barber is not an expert. He is a helicopter pilot, for Christ's sakes. And he carried around a few balloons. Yay. Okay, that's Jake Barber. Let's not put him up on a pedestal and say, oh, here's Jake Barber and what he posted, like he's some sort of authority. The guy just got here yesterday. He doesn't know jack shit. I don't care how many years he's been flying in a helicopter. He doesn't know jack shit. I'd trust my lying eyes before I trust anybody else's lying eyes anyway, but definitely Jake Barber.
Beyond what we're looking at right now by the Skywatcher team, and I think they may be getting a little confused of what's out there in the weather. They're like, again, this is the footage that was submitted to Third Phase Moon 8 years ago, and we're looking at something.
No shit. Look at this from 8 years ago.
That, again, we're going to speak to the eyewitness. I think
Wow.
I recorded this man's encounter, and we're going to be posting that up in just a few seconds of what he thought he captured on the side of the road here. And
yeah,
what's
that's
amazing
balloons
is,
too. Sorry.
This, I got to say, this is amazing comparatively to what Jake Barber's
It
pulling
is
out. I think
amazing,
the public
actually, because
gets
I could be
better
wrong
footage
about this one.
rather than the military, but the major media just wants to share the military footage. I'm just saying the public is where you're going to get the good stuff.
Amen to
Yeah,
that. Amen, bro. That is 1,000,000% true. That's what I said. The only way we're getting disclosure is if we bring the shit. Go.
A big bang for your buck is coming from the public, that's for sure. What we're looking at here is just some standard civilian driving on the side of the road, and he pulls out the camera, he stops, and he sees something up there. And maybe sometimes you don't need these special techniques of psionics or any way of summoning UFOs. Summoning has this kind of otherworldly feature. I'm not.
Nobody's summoning UFOs. I'm sorry. I don't believe it. I don't.
Not sure.
Let me rephrase. I don't believe it the way they're showing us.
I connect with that. I think everybody has a opportunity to see the extraterrestrial, the ET. And right now we're looking at something this person can explain what they're seeing. They think he thinks
you got a red
it could
balloon
be biological.
and a very reflective line of shit. I don't know why.
The
It is
Jellyfish.
weird. Whatever
We've been
this is,
quoting
it's
for
different.
8 years, so that's pretty cool. And now we're looking
I
at
don't understand
stunning
it.
footage
If it was
with-
balloons, it would be wobbling back and forth.
with the eyewitness. He's going to be speaking
It would be,
momentarily and
very
describe
unstable.
exactly his opinion, what his friends told him, what he thought he got on camera. They're giving it, and this is coming.
All right, we'll come back to this if we have time later on. But I didn't want to spend that much time. I spent twice as much time on all that horrible balloon stuff. Horrible. I don't know what else to say. I think I said it all. And I want to show you some videos. See if these are different. Wait, let me see. Okay, I want to watch this again. I just want to hear how they speak. I want to hear how they rationalize what they're seeing. This is fascinating stuff to me. Okay, let's get this straight right out in the open. These are not UFO hunters. These are not skywatchers. These are people who are going out trying to figure one thing out, in my opinion. And so far, so bad. They're making these claims that they can't back up.
Through a sensor.
In my opinion.
So I'd seen them before, so it wasn't like shocking, but it was, kind of taken back to be like, oh wow, really am seeing one, you know, with my actual visual eyes, you know, right here, right above me at 4,000 feet. It looked like a jumper under canopy at 4,000 feet, which is the same distance when they pull. So that part is crazy. Then I knew, like, you know, I'm not seeing stuff. There it is. It's the same thing that I've been seeing on sensor. And all the characteristics, you know, were consistent with what a Class 7 should look like.
The Class 7 is the jellyfish. It's not the jellyfish you've seen on TV. It's a different jellyfish.
All right,
We
seen
think
this.
the head of the jellyfish is about 2 meters in size. We think the tentacles hang down
I want
about
to show you
3 to
something
5 meters.
else. Hold on. Anjali sent this to me just now. I got to show it. This looks like the actual jellyfish video. Well, you'll see. I'll just show you. Here we go. Thank you. Burning the Veil with Anjali. Air Jelly. Festo. Here is the Jellyfish UFO, my peeps. Look at this. What? Let me ask you something, my friends. Why make something like this? This doesn't make any sense whatsoever. To make this seems like a waste of money. This is stupid. I am guessing that it keeps itself afloat with this constant jellyfish motion to have it propel itself through the winds of the... There's no way that thing can survive 10-mile-an-hour winds. I just don't see it. What would you use this for? It looks frail. You can see it shaking. The arms are wobbly. I don't know if this was the jellyfish video that we all know, but there ain't... I have, and this is... Well, I can't... It's the only thing I've ever seen. Look at this. Oh, wow. 2008. Almost 2 decades ago. Can you imagine how much further they've come if they kept up this kind of research? Oh, yeah. Great freaking video. I got to save this for future use. Thank you, Anjali. My God. And then I wanted to show you, there was something else I was supposed to show you, right? There was something else. Oh, that was Jake Barber's website. Let's take a look at that. And it's Skywatcher. You see, I typed in what Blake said. This can't be it. This can't be it. I typed in exactly what he said it was. And this shows up, which similar to UFO stuff, but I don't see it. You see what I mean? It says Skywatcher USA. But this isn't Jake Barber. Yeah. Skywatcher USA technicals. If you have any questions about your Skywatcher USA product, he's not selling shit, is he? He's selling telescopes and all that. And why doesn't it say contact Jake? Yeah, I don't like it. I don't think that's it. I can't remember what Jake said, or what Blake said the name of the website was. Ms. DJ, how do you do? Hi, Paris Diamonds. Good to see. Yeah, Flying Manta. Yep. Yep. Pat Mitch, how you doing? Unbelievable, right? Where are they now, Mr. 20? I don't know what that means. Let's move along. So, in light of what Jake the Snake Fake Barber says, and the Skywatcher group, what they're doing, in light of all that, let's for a goof, let's go back 3 years and listen to a clip of former CIA idiot, and I mean that with no respect, CIA official John Ramirez, discussing some alleged Soviet UFO luring activities. Luring. He says we used these radars and these devices, perhaps with lasers, to lure the craft down. When the craft was lured down, the humans on the ground were then able to induce or interact with the craft in a synchronous motion. He's so full of shit. Sounds like the Soviets had a psionic dog whistle. God almighty. You see? And once the call was made, the psionic assets were ready to make the connection. This is so fun. Oh, all right. So maybe let's take a look at the liar. Oh, John Ramirez is the biggest POS in ufology. He's one of the worst.
They were able to attract some of these craft and actually coming down, not just like up in the sky, like
they were able to, contact them. No, not just coming. Oh, that is in the sky.
our FA-18 encounters in the sky, chasing them with aircraft. This was on the ground, and so that's a major difference. So it's not something that, as far as I know, that we've tried on the U.S. side. I might be mistaken, but again, I'm not cleared for any of this anymore. I've had no clearances since 2009, but I use informed speculation, knowing the knowledge I had from that time, and then extrapolating that knowledge to something that might be occurring now. So I think that's the explanation that
So he extrapolates previous knowledge to guess on what's happening now. He's been out of it for 16 years, 17 years. Come on, man. He's no different than you or I. And everything he knows, he altered, he exaggerated, he lied about. This guy's a POS. Everything he says, grain of salt. Can't trust him. I like listening to him because you do get to see what narrative he's interested in. And this way you could, figure it out as you go along. Who's telling you the truth? Who sounds truthful? And quite frankly, he's neither.
the Major General said, that we use these radars and these devices, perhaps
What'd
with
I
like
say?
lasers, to lure these craft down.
How are they luring? Like, okay, let me ask you this. So you're a UFO, you're flying around, right? And all of a sudden you see a laser and that lures you to the lasers? Like, why? I don't get it. This is what I don't understand. How is it by shining lasers towards UFOs that lures them? Like, they're not smart enough to figure it out? I mean, they've got these really pinpoint high energy beams, Obo. We better not get closer. What do you think Obo's gonna do? Don't worry. I know humans. They don't. Whoa, you're right. Oh, we're going down. I don't get it. And if it can anybody explain it? Right. Yeah. It's light. This is why he is the worst of the worst. See, when you use your rank as a way of perceived intelligence, there's a problem. Oh yeah. This guy thinks because of who he was, we should believe him. The arrogance. But guess what? People like this guy. And I don't know why. I'll tell you why. I know why. Look at him. Hold on. Look at him. Doesn't look like he would lie, right? Looks like a nice guy. That's what people are going off of. Look at the guy on the left. Whitley Strieber. Angry. Kind of looks chimpish. Looks like a chimp. Doesn't he? You know why? You know why, right? All right. Because he's a monkey. He's a little monkey. All right, go ahead.
Now, what's really interesting, Whitley, is that when the craft was lured down, and let's assume that that really happened. I know it's all speculation, and we only have this Major General's statements. But let's assume for a moment that they were able to do this. What's remarkable is that the Major General then said that the humans on the ground were able to induce or interact with the craft and induce some kind of synchronous motion. So he mentions certain body movements, certain waving of the arms, and the craft would do the same.
So this is how they lured it down. Bright lights, beep, 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 and then they did this. Hey! Hey! Over here! Here, come down! It's okay! They're just lasers! That's it! Hey! Yeah, come on! That's it all, the baby! The baby! Come on, man. This is dumb. Just dumb. All right, let's move along. Shall we? Rose Cuckold. We got a lot of work. Let's move. I'm just going to play the clip. This is the guy talking about the ship under the building. In 3, 2, and you?
What I'm about to say.
Anytime somebody starts off by saying what I'm about to say.
What if some of that shit is so big it can't
What if that shit is so big? Like,
be moved?
Is that what you're saying, Ross? Is that what you've been told?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
How big is big?
Big. So big they built a building over it. In a country outside of the United States of America.
There we go. Look at that mouse. Look at that lying piece of shit face. That shit-eating grin. He is a bitch. Sorry, this is why people hate me. It's okay. I'm just telling you the truth, and you're going to thank me someday. Someday you will.
I know that sounds preposterous, and I know, oh my God, you can just hear them now, the bleating debunkers. Let's see this investigated. Let's just see what happens. Let's test these allegations before the Congress.
Guys, if I was to come out tomorrow and say a friend of mine who I can't name, who is a billionaire, like who's going to believe that? But anyway, let's, for shits and giggles, say knows of a place that there's a UFO in a cave on this planet in North America, and he won't tell me what state or where to find it, but it's over 200 feet long, and it's emitting some sort of vibration. When you get close, you can feel it. Usually, animals stay away from the area. Even hikers won't go near it, and they don't even know why. They just get an uneasy feeling. But it's there, and it's buried. And we're going to go check it out. But I just can't tell you where it is. And then you would say, either you're bullshitting us, or eventually we're going to know the truth. Anytime somebody makes a claim like I just did, we never get to that finish line. There are people who made claims that they were going to go do some shit, and I said, no way. In Antarctica, I think it was. I said, no way. They're not going to be able to go. They're going to be blocked. Now, that was an easy guess because it's Antarctica, but where they were going, Americans are allowed, people in general are allowed to go, but for some reason, that specific location is off limits, and it's in the public general area, but for some reason, can't get to it. Yeah, I hate it. So either the claim is bullshit and there's no object there, and they're just saying, nobody will let us go there. And you got a story now is out in the ether, and people are always going to talk and wonder about this alleged UFO that's buried in the ice in the Antarctic in a public area, but nobody's allowed to go there. And if they are, they're chased off. Boppity bop. You see, the truth will never come out this way. It is going to be aliens interact with us. We go viral. That's it. It's going to be as simple as somebody getting it on video. And the one thing I hear a lot of experts say that don't believe in this shit, it's like, there's 5 billion phones out there. Cameras, excuse me. Where are the photos of the aliens? And then having them taken again and again, we don't get that. We don't get it happening over and over. We get one-offs. Oh, here's the green aliens. Oh, da, da, da. We never see that shit again. Why? Because it's already been done. Nobody's going to keep doing that hoax over and over. That's why there's only so many Bigfoot videos you can see. Haven't you ever noticed? It's never a full-blown shot with 10 to 30 feet away. It's never close. It's always just far enough that even if you zoomed in, it's still fuzzy. Yeah. And that's the way it's going to be forever. Why? Because maybe Bigfoot isn't real. And when people hoax stuff, they know how far away from the camera they have to be. We need stupid people to come up and try to hoax it. Then this way we could easily debunk it. Because I tell you, that one they did in 1962 or 67, the one, the famous one, I think it's a guy in a suit. Tits and no tits. I don't, I know it's odd. But I don't think they're breasts. I just don't. I think it's the costume bunched up because he wasn't as tall as the costume was for the person who was supposed to be in it. So I had to bunch it up. And that's why I walked away. And that angle, you couldn't really see much. And then he's like, hey, you still over with me? Okay, I'm going to keep walking. And that was the guy with the gape. He had that kind of limp, just like Bigfoot did. I'm not buying it. Anyway, that's what we're living in. A world full of he said, she said, and evidence that's always just bad enough. It's never just good enough. It's always just bad enough. Right? Sad. And you wonder why I am the way I am in this field. Even the videos I have, they're just too damn far. They're dots. Nice dots, but nonetheless, 20,000 hours plus of nothing. No, that's... How do you think I feel? Anyway, that was Ross with his big old claim. Just, another 30 seconds. I never really watched this, just the one time.
Very, very easy for people to go, oh, there's no evidence. Oh, my goodness me. Let's just go away and ignore it.
Yeah.
Let's test it. We haven't even...
Why? Why would we waste our time with the UFO that's under a building in a country you won't tell us where? Idiot. Yeah, let's just waste time. That means just keep watching what I'm doing. So I get all the views and the AdSense and all that revenue, and they pay me bonuses because I reached over 100,000 views or whatever the hell, whatever goals they got for him.
Even got there yet. There's a whole cadre of supposed experts on social media who are saying it can't be, therefore it isn't. And
nobody said that. Nobody said there can't be a UFO under a building, so there isn't. Not one person said that.
That's been the default for so many years. It can't be, therefore it isn't.
Isn't he the biggest bullshitter? I mean, this guy is a piece of shit.
Imagine if what Mr. Grush is saying is true. Think about the implications of that.
So they want us to imagine it's true. We don't know, but just imagine the implications. Dude, I thought David Grush was telling the truth. What do you mean, let's imagine if he was? What did you just say? Oh my God. You see, they always fuck up. They can't keep the lie together. I knew nobody believes him. Grush.
And imagine if, as I've just intimated to you, some of these objects are not capable of being moved because they're too bloody big.
Or they're not there. Or they're too bloody big. Stupid. Let's just put a building over. Nobody noticed it there for thousands of years, however long it's been there. All of a sudden, now we got to put a building over it. Well, they just found it. Oh, that's right. Why would you put a building, any building, over a UFO? Why wouldn't you, what if there's radiation leaking every now and then? I hope they have a radiation detector in the area for those outbursts when that thing decides to let off a little steam. I mean, aren't they worried? Do they know it doesn't work? I mean, have they tried turning the key? Did they get in there and try pushing it out? Unreal. Unreal. I mean, really, it's unreal. Look at that face. Look at that face. Look at this guy's face. It's awful. He is so awful. He just swallowed the canary and he knows it. And he knows we know. You know we know you're full of shit.
I mean, that's...
It's like he's saying, I'm going to give you the biggest bullshit story and see if you really believe it. And if you do, I'll keep the story going. Because I can't even do that mouse face. I have got to get the mouse face going. That is some mask I got to make. Oh, man.
Pretty astonishing. Have you said that before?
No, you're the first. See, I always save something for you, Jay.
Always save me a little something. No, seriously though, Ross, that's nuts. So you were told by someone, a trusted source, I imagine, that
Multiple. Let me just tell you this. I know exactly where it is.
Guys, I gotta be honest. This is not a game. This is something that Dolan wouldn't do, Dave Scott wouldn't do, I wouldn't do. I'm not even sure Corbell would do this. This is really unbelievably bad. I mean, I know it's old, but it just shows you what he is. It just shows you the kind of guy he is. The narcissistic everything about this guy. It's like I'm narcissist too. I mean, but I'm not sitting here throwing out bullshit to you and asking you to believe it because I told it to you. This guy wants people to believe because he's telling you, like, aren't I trusted? Don't you trust me? No, but I know exactly where it is. Good. That's like saying, I know something you don't know. He's like a little kid. Who cares? In your bullshit lie that will never, ever be proven or disproven because it's a bullshit story.
My goodness.
He looks stoned.
Do you think
he looks high as fuck right here?
that's going to come to light?
One day.
One day.
Yeah, and it's really interesting because it's absolutely gobsmacking that it's being kept as a secret.
Jesus.
Isn't it all gobsmacking? It's all gobsmacking. I can't do this anymore. This is too fun. I got to move on. We're almost done. This is the new UFO footage from U.S. Navy warship. The Tic Tac shaped UFO was one of 4 objects observed by crew on board the USS Jackson in 2023. This video, I saw a piece of it, but I don't know. Somebody's looking out on the bridge. They see one of these craft come up out of the water and rise up. Oh.
Wouldn't surprise me to tell you.
Splash.
It's always the BVSS team. Yeah, like 22,000 feet.
That shit took off earlier.
So first you kind of see this wide pan and there's a couple targets that are in that area. And then it kind of punches in to that rectangle and it appears the object comes up, but it doesn't. I believe that the camera is auto tracking from the bottom left object. So it doesn't actually rise up in space.
That makes sense.
But the targeting system punches in and you can see it's not artifacts because it's getting these little white X's.
Yeah. So what does that mean? What does that little blotch mean that's appearing? It shows that it's moving. It really is moving, right?
Well, yeah, and mainly what it shows is the system is trying to auto track. It's trying to find the target like it's a real target in space time. It's out there. It's an object and it is loitering at least at this moment. We have to really look at the designation of the numbers and see, like, is it slewing at all to see the movement? So it's undetermined for me if it's loitering at this moment, but at some point, all 4, they do move. And this is the reports that came to us and verified on radar is that they all shoot off at the same time. So again, just to kind of paint the picture, somebody's looking out on the bridge. They see one of these craft come up out of the water and rise up. They run over to their radar. And in fact, they do see 4 hard targets, like distinguished targets, not ghost targets, like they're there. They then move over to this thermal camera, Sapphire, and just like the USS Omaha, and they're able to see big picture and then punch in. And they're kind of like making jokes as they talk about it, which shows you that they see these things sometimes. They're talking about, quick, scramble the jets. They're kind of uncomfortably making jokes. And then somebody goes, well, it wouldn't surprise me, I tell you. And then somebody...
that shape kind of looks familiar, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
What would you call that? Kind of tic-tacky?
Yeah, that's what they called them. They called them the 2023 Tic Tacs. And the shape itself, it's not quite spherical. It is pretty much identical to what you see with the Tic Tac UFO released, filmed in 2004. This is a kind of more modern version, probably lower altitude because of the camera system. But yeah, it's shaped. The signature is shaped like a Tic Tac in the same area.
Got no argument from me. Everything he said was seemingly on point. It's out there. They're hard targets. They saw them rise up out of the ocean. And there were 4 of them. I'm sure we're going to eventually see the radar, right? I want to see that, where they take off. And I want to see the grouping. I only saw 1. Where do they get off saying there were 4? See, this is a problem for me. He kept saying there were 4, but we only saw 1. And if they were grouped together, why are we only seeing 1? I guess they saw different times, but it wasn't specified that way. Anyway, not bad stuff. You got me. I don't know if they're drones anymore. I don't know if they're airplanes. All I know is I don't trust what I'm seeing yet. I don't know. It says here a little more information I found. 4 Tic Tac shaped UFOs observed, 2 tracked and 1 highlighted in obtained FLIR footage. Craft detected by multiple reconnaissance platforms, including radar. No flight control surfaces or propulsion signatures like heat plumes, exhaust detected. Craft were self-illuminated, and 1 was observed exiting the water directly into flight, exhibiting transmedium capability. All craft were observed in an apparent coordinated, synchronized, and instantaneous departure, indicative of shared communication. Neither origin nor destination were able to be determined. Operator, purpose, capability, and intent were unknown. Craft remain officially unidentified. Pretty freaking awesome. Can't wait to see. Yeah. Do you think we'll ever get to see the other video and radar? I wonder. I don't know. I don't think we will. All right, let me see something here. How much time do we got? 10 minutes? A few minutes? All right, I wanted to show you this from the Skywatch event. Let me see. Hold on. I don't understand what they're showing us here. That's nothing. Okay, so let's try this. All right. This is from the Skywatcher event. This was towards the end, what they call the grand finale. There you go.
Look how bright this one is. Oh, man.
By the way, that is going about the speed of a satellite. And unless it changes direction, this is a satellite. There's no way that's a UFO. I'm telling you it's not.
Oh, I didn't even know the camera was pointed right at it, too.
That's it. So they got a satellite there. Unreal.
That was bright.
And it's another one.
Wow. It's getting bigger and brighter too. It's number 16.
Number 16. So let me tell you.
That is considerably bright. That is bright.
Yeah, it's going in a straight line. Of course it's bright. They get bright. They get dim. They flash. I've seen 25 in one 3-hour session. 25. There could have been 50. I just saw what I saw. Look, with 330 people there, they are looking everywhere at the same time. I can only focus on a patch. So, it's possible I could have seen more. But I didn't see 25 UFOs. Neither did they. I promise. I want them to. I really do. I do. I mean it. I want them to. But they're not. Sad. They want us to believe so badly. Hold on. Hold on. I think I'm seeing... No. Okay. So let's go back to the third phase of moon video. And I don't know. Let me see if they got more. Yeah, they got some more stuff. Let's take a look. And I knew there was some more. Hold on. Here we go.
CGI or AI. It almost looks AI to me. But let me tell you, it'd be some kind of ramjet type of propulsion. I don't know. What's your thoughts on this, Brent? Well,
is that the sun?
My opinion would be something otherworldly that's traversing across the sun so fast, and then we're seeing it with the tail behind it. These are the kind of things that we need to look closer at, and we need more answers.
That's
coming
amazing.
Straight from NASA, which we're never going to get. It's going to be the amateur astronomer.
What is that? Why would there be a tail? Is that just the streak of... Because you don't see it anywhere else. You don't see it here either. It's the angle. It's like coming, then it's crossing, and then it's going away, maybe?
Find this. But right now, we're looking at something that's really interesting, showcasing maybe some sort of high technology.
All right, let's get to the next. Oh, this is debris. Yeah, we saw this.
Oh, shit.
Like at this part, everything just dissipates into a bunch of fractions of debris, but then they start to reignite again. And I wonder what the composite of the elements that are burning up.
Let me guess. Some sort of fuel, some sort of metal, some sort of plastic. There you go. There's your composites. There you go. All right, that's it for now. We're going to be back tomorrow, same start time, and we'll figure out what to talk about. My God, what a night. Thanks for listening. I know. I just had to say something in a show. I just had to do it this way. It had to be done. Thank you, moderators and super chatters. Let me see. Did I miss any here? No. Thank you very much. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. At least subscribe, like, comment. I'd like to know what you think about these balloons. Do you think they're real? UFOs, jellyfish, or do you think they're just... What's your opinion on that? I really want to know. But thank you very much. Tomorrow's Wednesday, hump day. All right. What is it, 9 o'clock? I think I'm going to move RSA to 10 because I need a break. Yeah, I'm losing my voice. So I'm going to change the 9 o'clock show to 10. And then I'll probably do just about 45 minutes over there. All right. Thank you very much. Moderators, super chatters. Newcomers and veterans, thanks for making this a place where everybody can be themselves. Truthology for UFOlogy, a place where we do that for you. Ah, well, thank you. Yeah, thank you guys. Appreciate the support. We'll see you then tomorrow, same time, 7 o'clock. And if you ain't looking up, you ain't looking out. For UFOlogy. Alien bless. It's like God bless, but AB.
There's a weird thing. It's rotating. What was in the skies of Moses, and why did it download its treasured sites in Christianity?
There's a new belief in this, I'm taking proof for another.